Welcome to the Central and Eastern European Rotax Max Championship, here from the Pannonia-ring in Hungary. This is round 2 after moving on from Jesolo in Italy. And here we have the Rotax Mini Max Championship. In pole position is Simon Urbaniak. Second on the grid is Pietro Wisnicki. Third, Lucas Dunair. Fourth, Balázs Komocsi. Fifth, Nagy Sandor. Sixth, Major Bons. Seventh, Nikitas Bekieris. And eighth, Giorgio Komocsi. And ninth, in this 9-kart grid, is Wojciech Kozebiotski. We're all ready to take the checkered flag in this 10-lap race. This is for drivers, of course, aged 9 to 12 years old, slightly less limited than the Micro Max, so it's up to 13.5 horsepower. And they're getting themselves nicely lined up to take the green flag, moving either side of the cones, and they are go. The starter was happy with the start there, and they've been given the green flag. So who have we got in the lead at the moment? I think is that Simon Urbaniak that has taken from the pole position, maintained that lead. I think he has. Just trying to see the number a bit closer there. Is it 4:03? Yep, it is. It is Simon Urbaniak that has managed to take that pole position into the lead. Just trying to make sense of who it is that we've got in second. I think, yeah, we've got Pietro Wisnicki in second by the looks of it. Lucas Dunair in third. Fourth, we currently have Balázs Komocsi in that fourth position. One of a pair of twins in this race, the other being Giorgio Komocsi, who's running in 8th at the moment. Both appear to be very good racers with a good future ahead of them, both 12 years old now, racing for the CRG teams. Both started karting at the age of 4. Good, fantastic way to start, and they've both got championships and wins and great performances in them. So this is a 10-lap race for this Rotax Minimax Championship here in the Pannonia-ring in Hungary. This is the testing circuit for Ducati. Obviously this kart track, they don't test the Ducati on this kart track, but this is within the circuit that they, among other things, test the Ducatis. Even Michael Schumacher, keep fighting Michael, he actually tested a Ducati Superbike here. As the leader comes through to complete the second of these 10 laps, so 8 laps remaining, and it is Simon Urbaniak that is in the lead by just over a second now, so he's really made this his own at this stage. But it's a lot closer for that second place. Lucas Dunair currently got second from Pietro Wisnicki, but it was 0.191. That was the gap as they crossed the line for the second time. So that's a fight that I think we can expect to rage for a little while yet. And in fact, with those two contesting that position, it's enabling the others behind them, Nagy Sandor and Balázs Komocsi, to close up a little bit, I suspect. All very well that Simon Urbaniak has managed to pull out a lead of over a second, but everybody else behind that is pretty close. They go across to complete their third lap, new fastest lap of the race for our leader, unsurprisingly. Stretched it out to 1.4 seconds now, that lead. But everybody else is all sort of 0.3, 0.5 gap behind. So a lot of battles going from second down to 9th in this 9-kart grid. 7 laps remaining at the moment. As you can see, we've got fantastic weather conditions here in Hungary. We did start the day in round 1 in Jesolo in Italy with very wet conditions, gradually drying as the day went on, but none of that here. It's beautiful sunshine, great track for these drivers to prove their skills. As kart number 4:03, our leader Simon Urbaniak goes through to complete his 4th lap. Not a fastest lap this time, so is he just feeling a little bit comfortable that enough of a gap, 1.4 seconds, every reason for him to be comfortable with a 1.4 second lead after only 4 laps. 6 laps left to go, so you never know, is that you are getting the drivers behind are starting to put in their fastest laps in the race, so they could manage to do something yet. Time will tell. Obviously after this round we move on to Poland, and then the 4th and final round is in Austria. So Poznan in Poland next, and then Speed World at Packworth in Austria in September, I think it is. So Still another couple of rounds of this Central and Eastern European Rotax. It is a great championship. We get drivers from all over Central and Eastern Europe: Austria, Belarus, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Estonia, Germany, Greece, Italy, Kosovo, Lithuania, Latvia, Macedonia, Moldavia, Poland, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Slovak Republic, Slovenia and Ukraine in alphabetical order. But we do get sometimes drivers from other countries that are living over in these nations and use it as an opportunity to prove their mettle. In some of the other classes there's actually a grand and world finals, etc., but they're trying to get enough points to win the championship and compete. That isn't the case for this for the Rotax mini match as far as I'm aware, but if somebody's outside of those nations they don't qualify for that, but they still get to prove themselves, and it's been fierce racing in all of these classes that we've seen so far here at the Pannonia-ring. And Simon Urbaniak is certainly showing his quality here. Stretched that out to 1.8 seconds, that gap now, back to second place Pietro Wisnicki after only 6 laps, so 4 laps remaining. He's not putting in the fastest laps at the moment, so I do feel that at this precise moment he's just taking it steady. So a very wise head on such young shoulders there. He put in those fastest laps at the start just to break the toe, get away, get the gap. Got it out, as we say, to 1.8 seconds. Now he's just taking it steady, just maintaining that. He tends to be 0.2 of a second quicker than everybody as they go through. They've now completed 7 laps, so he is repetitively faster than everyone else, so there's no point pushing it with new fastest laps. That said, is that races are races, so I wouldn't be surprised if in the last sort of lap or two he maybe puts his foot down and tries to get an even faster lap. What's he done at the moment? 40. Can't quite really count what the time is. 46.7, I think it is. So let's wait and see whether he does, as the race gets towards a conclusion, take it a little bit faster just to enjoy himself and prove his qualities. He comes through to complete his 8th lap now. Here he comes across the line. And there we go, he's done it already. He's done a new fastest lap of the race, 46.6, so he's dropped it down a little bit. He's gone through the bulk of the race, built up the lead at the start, then just gone comfortable for the middle laps. Now he's into those last few, knows that he's in control, and he's just pushing that little bit further. He's taken it to a 2.2 second lead over Pietro Wisnicki. Lucas Dunaire is then another 1.3 seconds back. In 4th we've then got Balázs Komorci. 5th is Nikitas Bekieris. And they're all kind of about a second or so behind each other then. Major Bons in 6th position. 7th is Giorgio Komorci, the other twin. As our leader goes through to start their final lap of this 10-lap race. And a new fastest lap again. So absolutely, as I predicted would be the case, take it steady in the middle and then floor it at the end. Oh, just went a little bit wide there, did I notice? A little bit of a wobble. So is he going to go any faster? 46.5. I think he's possibly, I might be wrong, I'm trying to see. Is he the only driver in the 46? And I think Pietro Wisnicki has managed to do a 46 as well. But everybody else is in the 47s at the moment. So 2.7 second lead for our dominant leader at the moment, Simon Urbaniak. He's going to be coming through very shortly to take that checkered flag and take the 10th lap and the checkered flag. Here he comes, and a very dominant victory. Does he go faster again? Yes, he has, a 46.4. So I actually predicted it exactly there. I just knew, you could see what he was doing. He just took it steady in the middle. Pietro Wisnicki put in his fastest lap of the race on that last lap to take 2nd. 3rd was Lucas Dunaire. 4th, 4.22, Balázs Komorci. In 5th was 4.19, Nikitas Bekieris. In 6th was 4.13, Major Bons. 7th, 4.23, Giorgio Komorci. In 8th position was Wojciech Gozebiorski, and in 9th was Nagi Sandor. All 4 finished, and a cracking performance there by our victor, Simon Urbaniak. This is obviously the pre-final, but that puts him into another pole position for the final of this, the Rotax Minimax, here in Central and Eastern European Championships.